morning everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Aline. For those of you who are new here, I am a 20-something living and working in New York City. I live with my sister who I share the channel with. Her name is Michelle, you never would have guessed. And I am a barista by day and a writer by night, so that's my whole deal. And today's gonna be one of my favorite kinds of videos, and I think it is one of the more popular videos that we make here on the channel, at least of mine, and if the view count is to be believed. If you hate these videos, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. So as I said, my day job is as a barista, and I want to be a writer. So my cat is howling, so I'm really sorry if you're hearing that. She has recently developed this tic of screaming at like 10 a.m. even though her lunch isn't due for another few hours. So that's a little something about her. Very loud and hard to ignore, and it does sound like she's being like drowned in a bathtub, but I promise she's just sitting on the couch screaming. Back to what I was saying, my day job is a barista, but I want to be a writer, so I make these kinds of videos sometimes where I do kind of a few days in my work week to show kind of how I balance some of that. I know it's really tough to be kind of having split focus, paying your bills, and also trying to fuel your creative career that you would love to one day, you know, have be your full-time gag. So it is a whole minefield, and so I make these kinds of videos just to show that it's touch and go, it's tough out here, and also there's a lot of, I don't know, wholesomeness within that balance, that there's a lot of life that happens in between those two kind of states of being. So today is actually my day off. We had another change of management at my job, which I'll be honest, I find tough. I am canonically bad at change, and I actually became very close with my last manager, so you know, we're just out here. It was so nice to have a lesbian boss at work. For those of you who don't know, I am gay. They were just like the coolest person, and we got along really well. We both were big Claire Saffitz fangirls, runners, and cooks, so it was so cute. It was a cute little era of the coffee shop, but they decided to leave and pursue their dream of making ceramic plates, which I can't have any qualms with. I have to keep working at the job and waiting for new management to come in, and you never know who you're gonna get, and you hope you get lucky, but we'll just have to see. So basically, I said all that because my schedule has recently changed. For the last month, I've been getting weekends off. In the customer service world, that doesn't really happen, and I consider myself very lucky, but without the extra kind of lead person to have on weekends, I'm now working Saturdays, and I only work 4 days a week because I have this thing that really helps pay some of the bills. So if you've ever wanted to feel good about yourself, remember that your viewership counts and is the reason why I don't have to work 42 hours a week on my feet. So if you want to feel good about yourself, if I don't say it enough, thank you so much. And this week I have Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday off, which is really not a bad rap. I feel pretty content with that. And if anything, not to sound like a toxic workaholic, it does give me a little more time to myself during the week to work on my projects. I'm currently in the process of writing a book. For those of you who don't know, I am writing a cozy, queer, coming-of-age fantasy novel, and I've been working on it for the past almost 3 years. It's gonna be 3 years in July, I think, or September. It's coming up in that time range. I just hit 100 pages. I'm on 104 pages, and I don't double space, so that actually is a ton of book. And I'm about to hit 40,000 words. And if the data is to be believed, it means that I'm halfway through on average. We'll see. I have a sneaking suspicion that I'll accidentally write a 120,000 word book. So you're just gonna have to bear with me because I'm not really sure where we are in the whole grand scheme of plot. But I did just connect two really essential parts of the book together that I've been trying to kind of work out the kinks on for months, and I finally did it last week, where I now just get to move forward and write completely new stuff that is not fully fleshed out, but it is really exciting because you just get to play. So I'm really excited about that. Today is gonna be a smorgasbord of all things. So it is currently 10:30 in the morning. I had a big read when I woke up. I had breakfast and me and Michelle hung out. I called my dad. It was lovely. And then now I'm gonna pack up and head to a local coffee shop and do some writing. I also am trying to get a job application done this week. I'm trying to find like a part-time job which would allow me to just go down to part-time at the coffee shop. I love working in coffee. I've just been doing it for ages, and sometimes you just get a little bit fatigued and you want a little bit of change of pace. I would love to be able to have more access to my mornings. I'm such a morning person, and I've recently started running again, and it would just be nice to have a little bit more flexibility in my schedule, which would allow me to have kind of more access to these things that just like really improve my mental health. So those are my two big things today. Hopefully, I would love to try to write like 500 to 1,000 words today and then do my job application. Then I'm gonna try to get a run in. It's either today or tomorrow, and I have to clean my closet, which I feel like I say every video, but that's just because every video my closet has to be cleaned because I don't really maintain it very well. I'm looking up at it right now. It's kind of just my greatest shame. I feel like I'm a very tidy person, except for usually like one zone of the house, which is my closet and our front coat hook zone, where I just put every single jacket that I've ever owned. I don't know why clothes is such a big thing for me. Folding them, putting them away, it feels like using a million units of focus and energy. So I have to get that done. Michelle's going out tonight with some friends, I think. Some new friends. Some work friends? Co-workers. Michelle's going out with some co-workers tonight. And so I do have the evening to myself. I think I will make Kraft macaroni and cheese and Brussels sprouts and have a king's feast and figure out what I'm gonna do from there. Yeah, it should be a fun day. It should be nice. It's so nice to see you guys again. I feel very invigorated with vlogging, and it's great to be like back on the channel and regularly uploading again. It just feels really nice. So thanks again for everything and staying with us through thick and thin. We appreciate ya. Yeah, now I think I'm just rambling. Let's get this day started. I'll see you later. Hi everybody, so it's a little bit later obviously, and I'm in a completely different zone. I got some writing done at the coffee shop, not a ton. Honestly, I wish that I could tell you that it was more than it was. It was only about like 170 words, something like very, very small. I felt very unfocused, distracted, and they kept playing Evermore by Taylor Swift, the album, which to me is like my favorite of Taylor Swift's albums, and I think that it was just too stimulating, and I could not get over like humming along and tapping my foot to the tunes. So I left, and it's such a beautiful day. I don't know if you can tell, but it is actually 62 degrees today. 62. It's February, and I am without a jacket. I took a bike ride through Central Park. I did about a 3-mile little loop on an e-bike, and it felt so good. I'm hoping that the fresh air did me some favors in terms of just recentering, taking a breath, and I am back in the park now and I'm gonna try to hopefully churn out like about 200-300 words. I'd love to get some more writing done in the evening if I have time. I only have about an hour left at the time that I've given myself to write. It's coming up on 3 o'clock, so I'm going to do that. And I think that I've worked through a scene that I'm actually kind of excited about and curious about, so I'm going to try to do some work there on those scenes and those characters. So wish me luck. Just popping in to talk to you about our friends Dime Beauty, the lovely, lovely sponsor of today's video. We're so excited to share with you guys a little bit about Dime. They have such amazing skincare, beauty, wellness products, luxury quality at very affordable prices, which we love to see. They They come in eco-friendly glass packaging. They also are vegan and cruelty-free, which is something that, you know, is very important to us over here on this corner of the internet. They're also free of harsh chemicals, which is amazing to see, especially when it comes to, you know, your skin. The products have such great ingredients and are free of harmful chemicals. They were kind enough to send over some products for me and Michelle to try, and they sent us their Works bundle, so we got to try quite a few little products here, but my favorites for sure were the Dewy Day Cream with Rosehip and Tremella.
Yeah, it feels
and
amazing.
The Seven Summers scent. This is like the only sweet scent I've ever really gravitated towards. My girlfriend, when she smells it, likes it. Compliments galore is all I gotta say. It's a hit. And this guy almost also works as like a primer to any makeup I'm putting on. If I'm putting on makeup, it makes my skin have so much more of a natural glow, and I'm not really piling on the highlights to try to create an artificial one to trick people into thinking I have been getting enough sleep.
Yeah.
So we love to see her.
Yeah, moisture is so important, especially in the winter months. I especially love their hyaluronic acid serum for hydrating and plumping the skin. It just feels so good, like you're doing something good for yourself and for your skin. And like Aline said, a great like skin prep for makeup, or also just, you know, to have like a makeup free day and really treat your skin kindly.
And I don't want to be like, I like every product that they sent over because then it doesn't seem genuine, but I really do also want to give a shout out to the Gentle Jelly Cleanser, because we have been using this non-stop, and when they say gentle, they mean gentle.
It's so gentle, but also really,
very effective.
Really cleansing.
Yes, I take off my makeup with this like every single night, and let me tell you, it does a great job.
Yeah, very thorough.
We actually have a cheeky code for you guys, a link for you to click down below that gives you 20% off your whole order, which is
massive.
Kind of amazing. Skincare can definitely be a little pricey, especially if you're getting like more than 1 or 2 products, and it's nice to have the option of getting 20% off if that's something that you've been looking for. So
yeah,
if
for sure,
you're looking for a new little serum, cleanser,
treat yourself,
scent, we've got you down below. So yeah, take a look see.
So definitely check them out. We absolutely love Dime Beauty, and we hope you do too.
Yeah, thanks for sponsoring this video, Dime. Also, thanks for watching, you guys, because as I said, we wouldn't have nothing if we didn't have you. So very, very kind. That's also Toy Story is also a sponsor of today's video. So is that Toy Story or is that Monsters Inc?
I think it might be Monsters Inc. You got a friend in me is Toy Story.
Can't even get my Pixar straight. So thanks so much for watching this segment. We'll now get back into the video. Okay, so update time. I know that I said on the street that I'd only written 170 words. I was wrong. I don't know what I was looking at when I looked at the word count tool. I had written like 700 words, and I don't know how I let myself be convinced by clearly a technical error that I had only written 170. It's like, girly pop, you've been sitting there for like 2 whole hours and you really think that's all you got out? But pretty exciting to have that realization. I did end up really wanting to get to 40,000. I didn't quite get there. I have 39,405 words. So it looks like I'm definitely gonna hit 40,000 words tomorrow, which is very exciting, which means I'll hit 40,000 words this week. Pretty cool, especially since last writing vlog I hit 30,000. So this is cute, another 10,000 words in the book. So thanks for coming along on this little journey with me and hitting so many cute milestones together. I wanted to hit 50,000 by the end of the year. I think I had said that maybe last writing vlog. Clearly it didn't happen. There was so much going on in the lead up to the holidays, and then I went home where I had convinced myself that I was gonna touch ground on Montana soil and become a whole different person, and my only priority in the world was gonna be writing this book. And turns out I got home and I wanted to spend time with my family. I also got really sick. I have recently learned, and this might sound shocking to some, but I have recently learned through therapy that I am a perfectionist. And I did not know that I was a perfectionist, fun fact, because when I was growing up, and I think the brand that I've often kind of leaned into as a person to hide some of my like insecurities is I'm silly, I'm goofy, I fly by the seat of my pants, I'm scattered, I don't have my shit together, blah blah blah. The story of my life. I think that I have failed to kind of realize how much of a perfectionist I actually am and how much it does hinder a lot of my creativity, especially with this project. I want it to be perfect. I want it to end up being something that I'm so proud of, and it's my pride and joy. And honestly, there are some passages when I'm just trying to get words on the page and I'm like, this is dumb. I'm like, who's gonna want to read this? Not even me, you know? And it's an unkind thought, but also it's a first draft. Everyone that I admire, at least, and I'm including Neil Gaiman in this, but that no one is ever gonna see the first draft. Like, it is not for other people's eyes, it's for you to get like the bare bones of the story onto the page. So I'm trying desperately to not have that voice in my head that says while I'm writing, like, this is not good, no one's gonna want to read this. But it's hard, it's definitely hard, because I want it to be so good, and I consider myself a good writer. But it's fine, I'm learning. So it was a decent day writing wise. I feel like what I wrote is fine, and it's gonna get me to where I needed to go. And I think I'm asking big questions about my characters and stuff like that, so can't complain. My salad was very good. It was like the roasted Brussels sprouts that I made particularly, that were like, came out delicious. Hot tip, if you roast them in the oven with like a chili honey, they like kind of caramelize and it's delicious. So anyway, I am excited because I'm alone in the house tonight, and I did buy a box of Kraft mac and cheese for dinner, which I am really excited to prepare. So I won't have to do any dinner dishes. I could just take it easy, try to do my job application while I watch some TV on the couch. So honestly, kind of wholesome. Hello everybody, it's a brand new day. I actually have had kind of like a whole morning before filming this because I was meeting up with a new pal, and I really don't like to lead with like,
smile, Regina. Put your hands like this. Show me your tail. Over here, honey. Put your finger in your mouth like this. Isn't she fantastic? You're a little bunny.
Wasn't interested in doing that, and we were meeting at 10:30, so I just kind of let myself enjoy my morning. I started working on this job application a little bit. I read for about an hour, and then I went off across the park to meet her on the east side, and now it's over. I've just gotta say that like it is so cool to be finally like 3 years in living in New York, basically, if you counted my first stint in the city as time kind of spent in NYC, which I kind of do because you kind of lay groundwork and foundation work and you build some relationships. So I do count it. So, and it is very cool to finally feel like you're building so much more of a community. And it's also so much easier to make friends when you've been somewhere for a significant amount of time. The energy shifts and suddenly community kind of starts growing around you like the roots of a beautiful tree. I haven't had anything to eat yet, which goes against my big philosophy on food, because I always try to have 3 meals a day. At least I've been trying to this year, as kind of like a way of holding myself accountable to balanced eating. And it is 12:56 and I haven't had anything to eat, but I've had 2 coffees and very little water, so I feel actually kind of queasy. So I picked up some falafel from a place on my side of the park, and I can't wait to tuck in because I'm so hungry. And hi!
Hey everybody, so I'm here with Michelle because we're doing a time jump. Today was a real, I don't know, smorgasbord, patchwork quilt of what needed to be done, and now we're actually headed to a event that we can't wait to tell you more about in just a spell. But I thought that I would just give you the bare bones that we are currently in motion, and we'll see you when we get to where we're headed. We're actually very excited for tonight, and it's super nice to be doing something together. So. Hey everybody,
So we have a little bit of a change in backdrop. Michelle, why don't you tell everybody where we are going?
Tonight we're going to an event. It's a Galentine's Day dinner for a store and local business in Brooklyn called This is Latin America. It's a women-owned, Mexican-owned business that features products from all over Latin America, which is really, really cool. So they're having a little dinner with a bunch of Latin American folks attending. It's in celebration of opening their new space. It's still pretty new. Then they have their brick and mortar here in Dumbo. But yeah, they're doing a little Galentine's Day dinner, so it should be a great time.
So I've had several work days in a row now, and I just wanted to do kind of a post-work evening with y'all to kind of round out this vlog, give it some sense of balance, normalcy, you know. I didn't want it to just be me putting my head down and working the whole time, because that's not what life is all about. Sometimes we get better at the things that matter by doing the things that matter to us. I don't know if that makes any sense, or if that just sounds like a Noah Centineo acceptance speech.
It matters not what you've done, but what you do with what you've done for others.
But I hope that you guys get what I'm saying. Me and Michelle are currently on our way out to dinner and a movie, which is pretty cute of us. The new Emily Bronte movie just dropped, starring that girly pop from Sex Education, and me and Michelle simply cannot wait. It checks all of our boxes. So we're gonna go to somewhere in the neighborhood that we haven't been before, and then head down to the AMC at Lincoln Center and catch a flick. You know, it's not all Kraft mac and cheese. Sometimes I really do have a night out on the town. So come along with us. Just got done with dinner. Michelle, how was it? So good. Highly recommend. It was delicious. We hadn't been because we love Sala Thai. It's kind of by 72nd, and we went to Spice today, and it was insane. And we ordered correctly. We did a little sharing situation. It was divine. Honestly, the right call. And now we're just taking the stroll. It's a little 14-minute walk. It's a beautiful night, kind of chilly, but honestly, a little bit more aligned with what February should look like, rather than that like 60-degree day. Personally, I'm vibing. Can't wait for the movie. So excited! I love the bread. That's good to be in mind for if you want to go to the movie. What the hell? To the end of today's vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you so much for being here.
We did love the movie.
It was so good.
I think I said on Instagram that I loved it and I'll never see it again because it made me so sad, but I can't stop thinking about it. So unfortunately, I do think that I will have to watch it again.
Oh my god, highly
Really
recommend.
pain.
Highly recommend. We've been talking about it nonstop, like, hey, remember that part?
Yeah, we also have been behaving like it's a documentary and telling everybody about all these facts about Emily Bronte without fact checking. And I did read an article this morning. It turns out they took a lot the liberties.
Oh my god, fascinating. I can't wait to hear what those are after
It's most of them.
the cameras are off.
Yeah, when the cameras turn off, the real fun begins. I absolutely am so thrilled for Emma Mackey. We were huge fans of Sex Education, still are. So are our parents. We watched it together during the peak COVID era.
And that's how you knew. That's how you know things were bleak.
Yeah, when you get comfortable watching so many steamy sex scenes with your parents. You're like, why not?
What do I have to lose?
It's already weird. We're already home for 10 whole months.
It was an excellent film, so beautifully filmed and captured, like, oh my god. It started off very traditional period drama, and then once the, like, more artistic elements started flooding in, we were like, I have no idea what to expect. It kept you on the edge of your seat, really just, like, engaged and gripped the entire time.
Yeah, these were complex characters we were watching, and you didn't know which way they were gonna go. Left, right, center.
No.
You're not sure.
So good. So sad. We were sobbing by the end.
Yeah, if there weren't other people around, I simply would have been, like,
Rocking
yeah,
back and forth.
Yes, shaking, shuddering, quaking, vomiting. Who knows? But I did have a great time. And
It was so fun. We had such a lovely night.
honestly, the whole night was excellent. It was very
so
spur of the
fun.
moment, and so, you know, sometimes that spontaneity, it really acts in your favor.
Yeah. You guys know, we're very big on couch time, and
Yeah,
this
big
was
couch
a big
guys.
night for us.
So sad. That's not true. We went to literally a drag show last night, so we've been living it up. I like what you're doing. But anyway, I had a great time with you.
I had a great time with you. Thanks for sharing your outro with me.
You're welcome. Even though you weren't in this vlog much, other than that one clip.
I had a great appearance doing my
Your
head
big scarf. It got quite chilly, which is why we're telling you about the movie now, is because Michelle did not want to talk while outside.
I was so cold.
Yeah.
It was so dark and so cold and so late. But
I had a great time at the movies, and I would 10 out of 10 go back. I think that this is going to be my big moviegoer era. Follow me on Instagram if you would like to keep up with me. I am launching a online book club in March, and it's mostly going to be kind of organized through Instagram. I will try to keep the vlogs updated. We're reading tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. And if you are interested at all about picking up a book for the month of March and meeting up with some randoms on the internet to talk about it, please follow me over there. That's where it's all gonna be going down.
you can follow me too, even though this video was not about me.
Oh yeah,
But
she's around.
I'm always linked in the description box.
See you guys in the next video. Bye.